Hi guys, good evening. Nice to be back. Nice to have you on board too. Welcome to Focus 10 to 13 Achievement. My name is Adrian and I'm from the Montenero branch in Milan, my ES Montenero branch. And yep, nice to have you on board, guys. All right, today's topic, achievement. What do you mean by achievement? Achievement, to achieve something. It's also a verb, to achieve something. Yeah, to try and accomplish something. Yeah. I tried to achieve my greatest achievement was finishing my graduation, my university. In which I was really happy after my achievement, after my accomplishment. Yeah. So what have been your greatest achievements in life? Another achievement that I have is I got married to my longtime girlfriend, and it's been nice. It's been really good, and so these are one of a few. These are some of the few achievements for me. All right, let's move on to the first slide. Another thing that I achieved was buying a house. Yeah. After coming to Italy from Tanzania, I had work, but it was difficult for us to buy a house because we didn't have enough of savings. So this was a really great accomplishment, a really great achievement, buying a house. And we also bought a new car, which we've just finished off paying the loan for that. So that's great news. So these have been my really one of my greatest achievements. All right, perfect. So today we are going to talk about achievement in this focus activity, discussing success idioms about accomplishments, yeah, achievements, phrasal verbs without. Yeah. All right. Let's move on. So, first title, Blockbuster. How do people become successful? What does it take? I think, for me, for talking on my behalf, talking for myself, I think I am where I am is because of hard work, dedication, perseverance. These are the qualities I think one needs to be successful in life. Yeah, it doesn't matter what time you have to study in order to achieve your goal, or in order what you have to do, whatever you have to do, you have to really perceive at that. Yeah, go the extra mile. I remember looking at the video of the famous basketballer who just passed away, Kobe Bryant. He would work the extra hours every time. Even after training, he would do more training hours. Even after a game, he would go to practice in the gym, do extra hours there, even having a high temperature at times. he would just go all out, and to become the person he is today. He was, because he's no longer. So that would be my response for question number one. How do people become successful? What does it take? It takes a lot of hard work, for one. Yeah. Even for me to getting used to learning a new language, it's also an achievement to learn a new language, because now I think I can speak Italian quite well. And it also made me go do classes in a language school, talk with friends, make mistakes, and don't be afraid of making too many mistakes, because they will improve your language skills. And it was only because of mistakes where I could improve my language speaking, writing, and reading skills. So I think this could be one of my achievements, learning the Italian language too. I had to read newspapers, watch the news, write sometimes words, ask my wife, "Hi, Paola." Yes, Paola Bonfanti. Yes, you're right. Good evening, Paola. Nice to see you again. Nice to have you online, on board. Thank you for coming. I think that you have to work hard and trying to go also during the storm. Yes, very right. When you have a storm coming, it's not only during the good days, the good times, but it's when you have the storm coming your way. How are you able to go through this storm? Yeah. Perfect, guys. All right. Great. Go on. Okay. All right. Okay. So, number two, Paula, how do you measure success? How would you measure success? I would measure success on someone's past history, from where he or she came from. Yeah, the struggles, the triumphs, all of that put together could measure the ups and downs, from not having nothing to having everything. To actually know what it feels, to where you came from and to where you are going. With my happy, I didn't understand that, Paula. With my happy, I didn't understand that. Sorry, Paula. Could you write that again? Hi, Elizabeth. Hi, Elizabetha. Not to give up. Yeah. Definitely I definitely agree with you. Sometimes, in the past, I would apply for many jobs and get turned down, but still I held my head up high. I never gave up, and I said, no, I'm still going to go forward, go ahead, and until I get what I'm looking for. And I always believe, when one door closes, another door opens, so a bigger door, a better door opens for you. Yeah. Hi, Elizabeth. My name is Adrian, just in case, and welcome on board. Welcome to the online class. Hope everyone's having a good day so far, a good evening, nice evening. Yeah. All right, so question number two, Elizabeth. How do you measure, and Paola, how would you guys measure success? When someone is successful, what would you say, how would you measure their success? How would you say that, okay, this person is successful because of what? Thank you, Elizabeth. Thank you. Yeah. You measure someone's success based on money. What about hard work, Elizabeth? Can success be based also on hard work? If you reach your objectives, Roberta. Hi, Roberta. Good evening. If you reach your objectives, yeah, yeah. Uh, perfect, guys. All right. Question number 3, guys. Who is the most successful person that you know? What makes them successful? Can you tell me a successful person you know and what made them the person they are today? I think of my brother. He is very successful. Hi, Sylvia. Good evening. I think my brother, my elder brother, is really successful today. And that is because of his hard work, his determination, dedication, also, and not willing to give up attitude in life. And I think that's why he is the person he is today. It's because of the qualities of the characteristics I just told you right now. Hi, Clotilda. Hi, good evening. Welcome on board. Nice to have everyone here. All right, so my question is number 3, guys. Who is the most successful person that you know? Could you name me a person you know? It could be a family person, a family member. It could be someone famous. It could be anyone in the world. And why are they famous? Why are they where they are today? Why? Why do you think so? Because of money? Hi, Federica. Good evening. Is it heredity? Something that you inherit from your parents? Is that what is you base success on? No, I think looking at my own family, looking at my own family, I think it's hard work that where got them to where they are. It's not always like this. It could be also money. Yeah. So tell me a successful person, guys, and tell me who is that person and what makes them successful. Just a couple of lines. If you could write a couple of lines, who is that successful person and what makes them successful? In the meantime, you're telling me about that. I'm going to move on to the next slide. In the meantime, I wait for your responses. Success can be based on satisfaction. Yeah, I agree with you, Sylvia, sorry. There aren't master of success, but have to be happy when you achieve something you desire. My cousin is the most successful person I know. Roberta, very good. And why do you think he or she is very successful? Why? Elizabeth said, I admire my family because they have worked hard, but I didn't miss to take care of. I didn't miss to take care of us. You mean they missed taking care of you? I think that's how I understood you, Elizabeth. Roberta says he is the CEO of the startup company, and a few days ago he was nominated in the best 100 Italian startups by Forbes magazine. The idea of his startup is brilliant. Perfect, Elizabeth. Perfect, but yeah, this is what happens with sometimes with hard work, guys. When you want to reach your goal, sometimes you are so focused on the goal ahead of you, and when you have a family, sometimes I think you have to balance it out. I know it's really difficult, But this is when the family, I think, in my opinion, then I think the family falls apart. Yeah, it falls apart. So I think you need to stay focused on your goals. At the same time, you need to also share your responsibilities to your family. Yeah. Perfect, guys. All right. Can I have an okay for that previous slide? Was that everything okay on that? Do you have any questions or a thumbs up emoticon if possible? Yeah. So we can move on to the next slide. Success is not something related to money or position. To me, success is a state of mind, and it depends on what we want to achieve. Maybe little things make us feel like we achieved the real success. Yeah, I agree with you. Sometimes, you know what, guys, achievement can just be talking to someone, just listening to someone's frame of thought. You know, that could be an achievement. That could be a success for you. Just for me, that is success. Also, sometimes it's just listening to someone's opinion, or lending your ear to someone who wants to be heard, basically. Yeah. Perfect, guys. Great. Good job, Claudia and the other guys. All right, let's move on, guys, to the next question. On top of the world, what does the narrator say about the nature of success in society? What do we tend to think success is? According to the film, what else can we be successful at? Does the narrator believe people can be successful at everything? Now, guys, I'm going to be playing a small video clip. Tell me if you can hear and see the video clip, okay? Can you guys see the clip? Can you guys see the clip? Just write okay if you can. Yes, okay. Now you're going to tell me if you can hear the clip. Huh?
In our societies, we use the word success a lot. And we think we...
Can you hear, guys? Can you hear? Can you see and hear? Okay. All right. I'm going to start this at the beginning again.
In our societies, we use the word success a lot. And we think we know just what it means: money, status, fame, and power. But take a look in the dictionary, and things start to look, thankfully, a lot more complicated. Because success is, in truth, rather more neutral and less value-laden than we tend to assume. It just means doing anything well, excelling at something. And that might encompass a lot of different activity. Running 100 meters, for sure. Selling your app for a lot of money, okay. But also stranger, less heralded things, like listening a lot, very attentively to a child, or being extremely kind to strangers, or filling your mind with interesting ideas and associations, knowing just when to put an arm around someone when it's too much for them. People who triumph here are also big success stories. No one can be successful at everything. Whatever they tell us, it's almost impossible to succeed with a career and with family, or with popularity and integrity. There are always sacrifices. it's great to be successful. It's even better to make sure you followed your own distinctive and not necessarily always obvious path to the success that can truly fulfill you.
All right, guys, was that clear? I'm gonna share back with you the screen again on this. Okay, perfect, guys. Okay, let me just go back to this. All right. Can I have the subtitles too? I don't know if we have subtitles for that. Let me check again. No, I'm sorry. No subtitles for that, Elizabeth. I'm sorry. Yeah, but I'm sure you made something of the video. Yeah. Question number one, what does the narrator say about nature of success? What does he say about success in the video? Does he only talk about success being money related, financially related, or can it be also, yeah, money related? Yeah, he talks, but does he only talk about success being money related, Elizabeth? Is Elizabeth and the guys, or does he also talk about success being related to other forms? Status, yeah, status, perfect. Yeah, so it's not really. Clodilda, what do you mean by not really? You mean not really money? You mean he talks about something else too? Other forms, yeah. Not only money or status or power, yeah. What other forms was he talking about, guys? Can you tell me the other forms of being successful? Yeah. Sometimes they say the road to success is only one road to success, but sometimes you may have also interferences. You may go off track at times because of something. There's always something, so no one can be successful at one thing. Yeah, I think it's true. I think that's true. Perfect. In the meantime, you guys are thinking about that. All result that you achieve is success. Perfect. Perfect. All right, guys. Second question. Let's move on. In society, what do we tend to think success is? In the present world we live in, guys, what do you think success is? What do you frequently think? What do you tend to think what success is? I think success could be is related to money, to inheritance, to heredity, or hard work. Yeah. What do you think? What do you think in the current society we live in, guys? What do we tend to normally think what success is? Power? Yeah. All resulting in success, yeah. Power, I agree with Elizabeth. What about the other girl, the other guys on the chat? What do you guys think? Society tends to think it is all about money and position, as I said before, right? Perfect, Clotilda, perfect. In this society, the only measures of success are money and status. Yeah, I would think so. I think it's the more status you have, the better you are in society. Yeah. Yeah, perfect. Good. All right. All right, let's move on to the next. The next question is quite simple. I think, no, the next question, no, sorry. Let's move on from this slide. Do you think, guys, I would like to ask you this last question before we move on to the next slide. Do you think most people measure success in the ways shown in the video? So Claudia said, the society that tend to think all of the money, okay. In this society, the only measure of success are money and status. I want to frame you guys a question. Do you think most people measure success in the ways shown in the video we just saw? Or do you think people measure success in other ways? If so, could you tell me, please? Could you write it to me? I think, as we talked about it before, I think most people measure success on how hard you work. If you come from a very wealthy family, you inherit a lot. You can't see the slide clearly. What about the other guys? Can you guys see the slide clearly? What about now? Yes, probably they suck and other parts of their personalities of our life, but when they reach this amount of money they wanted to them, it's success. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. All right, guys. Can I have an okay on the chat box or a thumbs up if everything is okay and we can move on, we can continue to the next slide? Paula, I don't want to leave you behind. Is everything okay, Paula? Can you see the slides now, Paula? Can you see the slides, Paula? Okay, you can. Okay. All right. Let's move on, guys. Okay, from rags to riches. The title, Rags to Riches, guys. What can you tell me about the title, Rags to Riches? What does rags to riches mean? What does rags to riches mean in this title? Rags to riches. Okay, Elizabeth, no worries, Elizabeth. What about the other person? No, don't Google. Okay, rags, Clodilda doesn't know. What about Paula? Probably Paula might give it a try. Do you know what's the meaning of rags to riches? All right, rags to riches meaning when you come from a very poor situation and then you become very rich. Yeah, from poor situation to becoming very rich, and it could be you worked your way up you know, to becoming rich, or you got lucky. Yeah. So from a poor situation to becoming rich. That's the meaning of rags to riches. Literally, rags means a piece of cloth. You know, the piece. Sometimes, you know, when your shirt is torn, and you have all a torn shirt. Normally, poor people have rags, like they're all torn trousers or torn shirts. That is the meaning of rags. Yeah. So from that situation, from poverty to becoming rich. Is that clear, guys? Can I have an okay for that? Or if it's not clear, please let me know. Rag. Oh my God. Now it makes sense. Okay. All right. Good. Good. Great. All right. Now I would like you guys to try and figure out the words on the right. What do they mean? Okay. And put those words in the missing spaces on your left in the article. Yeah. So rags to riches, we know. What about move up in the world? Move up in the world. What does that mean, guys? Move up in the world. What does that mean? Move up in the world. Try to change, yeah, yeah. So you become a successful person, yeah. From what you were to becoming a successful person, yeah. You improve your current situation, which is not really good. You improve it to becoming a better person, yeah. So you move up in the world. I know one of my friends. He really moved up in the world after he moved from Africa to America. He's become a better person. He's become successful. So he moved up in the world, yeah, from what he was before. He achieved lots of success, yes, professionally. Perfect. Perfect. All right, leaps and bounds. What is the meaning of leaps and bounds? Leaps and bounds. Leaps and bounds meaning to move quickly, to progress fast, to progress quickly. Yeah. When you rapidly, to progress in a particular situation rapidly. Yeah. To progress rapidly in what you do. The spread of the coronavirus spread by leaps and bounds. Yeah, it spread so quick. Within a month, within 2-3 weeks, the coronavirus has affected almost 1,000 people. Yeah, so it went leaps and bounds. It affected people rapidly, progressed really rapidly. In this sense, negative. Huh? Is that clear, guys? Okay, perfect. Come a long way. What does that mean? Come a long way. Come a long way. What does that mean, guys? Come a long way. I think, yeah, some of my friends, they came along. I'm a bad student. I don't know. No, it's okay. It's not a problem. It's fine. You're not a bad student. You just don't know. It's fine. Come a long way. Maybe your other online mates can help. Yeah. Come a long way means from where you started off to where you are now. You came along. You worked hard to get to where you are. All right? Is that okay, guys? I worked really hard to where I am now. Yeah, I came a long way. Say suppose someone who comes, I'm just giving an example, who comes to Italy by the boats, yeah, and that person works really hard to be a successful person. He goes to school, and when one day he becomes successful, you can say he came a long way, yeah, through from what he was, and to now what he is. Is that okay? Was my example clear, guys? Or another example, he came a long way. For example, I went from Africa. I worked really hard to get into a really good university in the States, in America. And I had to study really hard. I had to save a lot of money so I could go study in the States. And I came after getting to my goal, after graduating in America, I came a long way after all the difficulties I had, but now I have success. I came a long way to where I am now. Is that okay, guys? Okay, let's move on. Ahead of the pack. Ahead of the pack. That means he is the boss. He is the boss. He is the ringleader. He is the chief. Yeah. Elisabetha, is that okay? Was I clear? Was I clear, Elisabetha, on come a long way? You had to work really hard to get to where you want to be. Yeah. Hi, Federica. For Elisabetha, was the other one clear? Come along. Okay, perfect. Good evening, Federica. Welcome on board. All right, ahead of the pack is chief. Front runner is also chief, boss. Yeah. Top dog is also boss and chief, front runner, CEO. Yeah, the boss basically. All right. Now that you know the words, yeah, could you put these words in the correct space in this article? So what would be the first one? What would be the first space, the first blank? Jane has Perfect, Elizabeth. Good. What would be the answer for number 1, guys? Is it move up the world, move up in the world, leaps and bounds? Come a long way? Jane has top dog. Is that the first answer, Elizabeth? No. Jane has not top dog in her career, no. Jane has become a top dog, but Jane has moved up in her career. You can say has moved up. Yeah, moved up, the past participle. But I don't want you to change the verb. It should be as it is. Do not change the verb. So Jane has not move up, Paula, no. Jane has come a long way in her career. All right? That means Jane has worked really hard in her career. Yeah. In her career, she has worked really hard to where she is. A lot of difficulties, but now she is very successful, yeah, in her career. But she came a long way before she could get to that status. All right? All right. Number 2, guys. Number 2. At the moment, she is for an important promotion at work. She is the move up in the world. No. She is the ahead. She is the front runner, Gerardo. Very good. Good evening, Gerardo. Good evening. She is the front runner for an important promotion at work. That means she is the leading person to get that promotion. Yeah. If out of 10 people, she is number 1 to get that promotion. Okay, so she is the front runner. All right, great. Number 3, guys. Jane says it is both her work ethic and her positive attitude that put her at her workplace. Jane says it is both her work and ethic that put, and her work and her ethic and her positive attitude that put her in front of other people. So that put her, good evening. Nice to meet you too, Gerardo. When you are in front of other people in the to get to have a good attitude at work, it put her what? Ahead of the pack. Perfect, Paola. Ahead of the pack at her workplace. Good job, guys. Jane grew up in a poor family, so her success is a true. Jane grew up in a poor family, so her success is a true. I told you this, guys. What is number 4? When someone is really poor and then becomes very, very rich, either through hard work or being lucky. In her case, she was lucky because she inherited all the prosperity, all the wealth from the family. Yeah. So what is from rags? Adriana, good evening. Perfect, Adriana. That's correct. Rags to riches. Perfect. Number 5, guys. Jane admits that it feels great to and have more money and status. It feels great to. You remember it has to be a verb after to. So, perfect, Elizabeth. Good. Perfect, Elizabeth. Good job. Jane admits that it feels great to move up in the world. Perfect, Elizabeth. Good job. All right, moving on. Her confidence has grown rapidly, fast. So we can say has grown in. When something is rapidly, fast, quickly. What do you say, guys? What we say? Lips and bounds. Lips and bounds. Yeah. And the last one is she became a top dog at work. She becomes a boss. Yeah. The main person. Good job, guys. Great job. All right. Moving on. Now, measuring success. How is success measured? With the following idioms. Yeah. The idioms are on the right, yeah, and all these are measured. You measure these idioms according to these phrases on the left, yeah. So, in relation to others, in relation to somebody's past, from a starting point in the past to the present moment, okay. So, lips and bounds. Perfect, Elizabeth. Good. So what would you say lips and bounds? Is it in relation to others? In relation to somebody's past? Yeah. From a starting point in the past to the present moment? I would think it's in relation to somebody's, number 3. From starting point in the past to the present moment. So you moved quickly from that situation, from that particular situation to where you are now, but in a very quick way you did that. Yeah. Perfect. And what about rags to riches? Okay. There you go, Paula. Paula, is everything clear? Guys, is everything clear on this slide? Is everything clear or no? All right, so lips and bounds, okay. Rags to riches, from what you were poor to where you are now. Is it number 2 or 3? Okay, number 2, in relation to somebody's past, yeah, from what that person was to what they are now, from rags to riches. I was really poor and now I have become rich through hard work or through success or through inheritance. Front runner. Okay, Federica, I don't understand what does ahead of the pack mean. That means you are in front of the other people to get something, to get a particular in a situation. I'm ahead of everyone else to achieve my objectives. Yeah. It could be in the race. He is ahead of the pack. That means there are other people behind you, but you are right in front, right ahead, further down. Yeah, is that correct? Is that okay, guys? Federica, is that okay? Okay, so front runner is in relation to others, perfect. Move up in the world. Yeah, move up in the world. So you try to better yourself. You try to improve yourself to become a successful person. Yeah. I would say could be number 2 or 3 in relation to somebody's past or from a starting point. Yeah. It could be either or, 2 or 3. Top dog. What about top dog, guys? Top dog is number 1. Perfect. Yes, perfect, Elizabeth. Come a long way. Yeah. In relation to somebody's past, he has come a long way from what he was to where he is in his career, in that situation. Yeah. It could be a starting point in the past to the present moment. Yeah. From what he was to where he is in his career. Ahead of the pack in relation to others. Yeah. Perfect, Federica. Good job. All right, guys, before I move on, we will need to finish this up in a couple of seconds before I close today's session. All right, guys, let's move on. Okay, phrasal verbs, my favorite topic, phrasal verbs. Yeah, outperform, to perform better than someone else. Dan sold more cars this month than his colleagues. He really outperformed his workmates. Yeah? I want you to try outrun using these phrasal verbs, outrun. What does outrun mean? Outrun, that means you go faster running than the other person. Yes, correct, Elizabeth. Correct. Good job. Good job, Elizabeth. All right. Outsmart. You can say outsmart or outwit. Yeah. That means to get the better of someone. Yeah. To outsmart someone, it means you try and do something better than someone else, but in a very smart way. Yeah. You try to outsmart someone in a very smart way. Yeah. Very smart way. Clever than other. Yes, perfect. Yeah, outwit or outsmart. Yeah, when you try and trick someone into something so you can win in that situation. If I'm very good at something, I can tell someone, you cannot outsmart me in this game because I am very good. Whatever you try to do with your smart ways, yeah, try and trick me, you cannot win because I am very good at this game. Okay? Is that clear, guys? Perfect. Outshine. Outshine means to be successful. To be successful or to be skillful. Yeah, to be very skillful. So if I can say Ronaldo outshone in the past, outshone his teammates because he is very skillful. He outshone them because he's very skillful. Yeah. When you try and do something where outshine, very skill, you have lots of skills, very successful. Outdo yourself. Outdo yourself means to do, to be better than someone else. Yeah, outdo yourself. To be better than someone, to be better than someone else in something. Yeah, I try to outdo myself. I try to do more than I can to beat, to win in that competition. Yeah, to beat the other person. Yeah, perfect. And stand out. The last one means to be unique. To be unique, to be one of a kind. Yeah, to stand out. He always stands out because he is unique. Yeah. Okay, put some under me. Yeah, okay. Outshine means to be skillful. Perfect. Overcome myself, improve myself. Yeah, can be amazing. What are you talking about, Elizabeth? Stand out or outdo yourself? To be better than what you think you are. To do more. Elizabeth and the other guys, outdo yourself is to do more than what you're capable of doing. Yeah, to do something extra. Sometimes when I play football, I outdo myself. That means I do something more, yeah, than usual. Is that okay? Okay. Stand out, Elizabeth, means to be unique, to be one of a kind, very unique, to stand out. Yeah, to be something particular, a very particular person, unique person. Stand out, to stand out. Yeah. I always stand out when that means I'm from the others because I have special characteristics. I have better characteristics than the others, so I always stand out. When I go to do an interview, I always stand out because I am better in the way I approach, the way how I answer the questions than the common people, how they answer. Yeah, I stand out. I try to stand out, to be different. I try to be different from other people. Is that okay, Elizabeth? All right, guys. Thank you, guys. We will close here for today. Thanks for being patient, and I hope you understood today's vocabulary. You're welcome, Elizabeth. On idioms and some of the phrasal verbs using out. Yeah. I hope you have a good evening and hope to see you soon, guys. Yeah. If everything is okay, please give me a thumbs up and an okay, so I can end here, guys. Thank you, Paula, and the rest of you. Have a good evening, guys. You're welcome. Bye. Thank you, you too, Elizabeth. Have a good night, and the others too.